Hello zusammen! In this video we're going to talk about telling the time. To ask what time is it, you would say wie spät ist es? Literally translated as how late is it? To respond, you would say es ist, then you would give the Stunde or the hour, then Uhr, which is like a clock, and then you would give the Minute or the minute. For example, this clock would be read as 4 Uhr 5. Or we have nach, so you could say 5 nach 4, which means 5 after 4, just like we would say that in English. Then we have, so you could do that with any minute. You could say es ist 4 Uhr 23 if it was, and you wanted to be very specific. But then we also have the idea of quarter hours. So if the clock read like this, you could say es ist 4 Uhr 15, or more common is to say es ist Viertel nach 4. It's a quarter after 4. Or if the clock read like this, you would say es ist Viertel vor 4, which means quarter to 4, which is much easier than saying 3 Uhr 45, right? It saves us a tiny bit of time, but it's convenient. And then finally, German has the idea of halben. We use this sometimes in English, 3:30, but it's not super common, and it's not the same way it is in German. I'll show you what I mean. So if the clock read like this, you could say es ist 3 Uhr 30, or more common is 3:30, half of 4, because we're actually not talking about 4:30, we're talking about half of the hour going into 4, so 3:30. And then the last thing to consider when you're telling the time in German is that people use 24-hour time a lot. So if the clock read like this, I would say 7 Uhr. In spoken German, they use it like that, but they use, in written time, they would write it as 19 Uhr. Because it's 24-hour time, you add 12 to what the hour is if it was only 12-hour time. So 7 Uhr is equivalent to 19 Uhr. Okay. Hopefully you learned how to tell the time in German, and you can work on the activity that I've posted to go along with this video.